My position is that the black woman's disrespect and rebellion against the leadership and the authority of the black man is the direct cause of the breakdown in our black family structure. Now, of course, there are many black people who consider those fighting words because as black women, we have never been subject to the kind of examination that our men have been subject to since we have been here. We have been somewhat protected and shielded from any kind of critiquing about our personal behavior, whereas our men have always been up for examination.
What's poppin'? You know what it is, the big time celebrity bodyguard. Working with all the big time celebrities, man, with the big time elite resume. Guys doing big time things in my life. Be happy, be mad, that's on you. But anyway, I'm gonna talk about these new age black women. And you know how I'm always calling out their foul behavior, their wicked spirit, their how they operate in the spirit of Jezebel, how manipulative and narcissistic a lot of them are. And they justify their behavior because they're selfish and they care about no one but themselves. Okay? On top of all that, that behavior is taught by their ignorant, disrespectful mothers. Okay? How to live a disrespectful life, how to have no morals, how to be promiscuous, no integrity, no dignity, no self-respect. They're taught by their mothers. Okay? Generational curses that are passed down. And they've been taught, I don't care how good you treat them, how good of a black man you are, they're going to disrespect you anyway. You could pay bills, be stepdaddy. You could do everything you're supposed to do as a man and extra on top of stuff. Okay? Cook for them, whatever. Give them a side. You could do whatever. You could do 100 things for them. Okay? They're going to find a reason to work against you. Okay? They're programmed that way. It's been a programming, and then they justify why they're programmed or wired that way. Okay, we all know right from wrong. I don't care nothing about generation. We all know right from wrong. Generational curses or not, I know right from wrong. I chose to break a generational curse. That was a choice to me. Okay, the drugs, the violence, the dope dealing, running the streets, dysfunctional household, toxic behaviors. I chose to trust the Lord, change my lifestyle, and change who I am as a man. I'm not passing that crap down to my kid or children if I have more in the future. Okay? But they want to justify and make excuses up for these new age black women who are just foul. And not only are they foul, they're proud to be foul, horrible women and to have this foul, horrible behavior. Okay? Now, they work against you as a man, no matter how good you treat them. And they expect you to stay there and put up with it. That's the crazy part about society. This is why you have all these podcasts of men coming out saying, look, I've treated women good and I've got nothing in return. I've done this, I've done that, and I still get labeled as the bad guy. I'm a good father, but I'm paying child support. She keeping the kid from me. It's always something when you're a black brother, no matter how good you are. Okay, it doesn't matter. They're going to work against you. And then they get mad when they see a lot of black men go outside the race, deal with other cultures of women or deal with biracial women. They can't stand it. Now he don't love his mama. No, this generation of black women don't compare to the women of my mother and my mother's generation. They were women, they were feminine. They took care of the household, they took care of the children. They were supportive of their men. Whether he was wrong or right, whether he made mistakes, they stuck with their men back then. Nowadays, these women are promiscuous. They sleep around with multiple men, cry about being single mothers, but you chose to be a hoe and you chose to sleep with all these men. Now it's the man's fault that you got all these baby daddies and all these, you had children by all these low life, low vibrational men. You got all these baby daddies and it's the man's fault. No, it's your fault that you're a single mother. You got all those children and you're single because you chose to bust your legs wide open to sleep with all these men unprotected. Okay? This is your fault. Okay? You chose to be with a low-life loser. That was your choice. But the men who suffer the most in the black community are the good brothers. The men who get absolutely no credit in the black community are the men who are being stepfathers. The men who are paying bills. The men who are protecting their women. The men who are protecting their children. The men who are protecting the household. They get the most slack. And I'm gonna tell you why. They don't want to give you credit as a black man at all. Okay, they want a reason to try to talk down on you, disrespect you. Even if you're doing great things or big things in the world, a black woman still try to tear you down, especially if she's not at your level, if she's not doing what you're doing. She'll try to tell you that she won't support you. I don't care if you're married to her, if she's your girl, home girl. She don't care nothing about that. It's the fact that you're doing great things, and in her eyes, you're a black man. You ain't supposed to be doing all these great things. So they try to knock you. I'm telling you, they try to tear you down a notch. Because when you're a black man and you live in excellence, you strive for excellence, it tears these women up. Because New Age women, they're not trying to better themselves. New Age black women love being manipulative Jezebels. They love being like that. They love being conniving and sneaky and deceptive. They love playing these games. They love trying to make you out to be a bad guy just because you do 99 things right, you do one thing wrong. Now you're the bad guy. They run their mouth. They try to disrespect you as a black man after you done did all these good things for them. They still run their mouth and try to disrespect you. And when you stand up for yourself and you put your foot down, you the bad guy. You're supposed to just let them run all over you and say and do whatever they want to you. This is the generation we live in. This is why black women are the least married women. That's why they lead in 80% of them are single mothers. This is why only 1 in 4 of them are married. And this is why black men have started passport bros. This is why they're getting women from overseas. This is why men they're saying, I'm tired of them, I'm done. This is why women on the internet are mad that black men are speaking out, because black men were supposed to just sit there like a bunch of punks and simps and just deal with their disrespect. I'm not going to be treating you good and doing all this stuff for you, and then you still want to disrespect me and think you can talk down on me. And this is what a lot of good brothers go through. A lot of other brothers don't want to talk about this. You treating them good. You're doing all this stuff for them, but they still want to talk down you and call you the bad guy because you won't allow them to run over you and you won't allow them to disrespect you. This is what we got to do. Every other culture of women, they build with their men. They thrive with their men. They respect their men. They love their men as long as he's taking care of the household, he's protecting the family. Other cultures of women, they respect their men. Black men, no, it ain't like that. Don't work like that in our household, and it's sad. And this is why, because of black women, this is why the family structure is destroyed. Shiraza Ali predicted it 35 years ago. Said the downfall of the black community is going to be the fact that black women are disrespectful to their men. You can't lead them, and they don't like being called out on their behavior. Shiraz Ali said it years ago. Years ago. And that's why I put it in the intro of this video. It's sad. This is what we got to deal with. This is her prophecy. She said that's going to be the downfall. She prophesied that. And I look at today, I have so many black women I've treated good. And you can't imagine the disrespect I've gotten. I'm talking women that I love and protect, still disrespectful. Still trying to make you out to be a bad guy. Never put your hand on them, never hit them, never called them a B. I've never called any woman I love a B. None of them. And a lot of them deserve to be called that. I have for real. You won't imagine the stuff I had to go through with exes, women in my family, homegirls. The stuff you got, I'm talking about women I'm loving and protecting. You got to deal with disrespect. It's crazy. Like, it really is. It really is. So if I'm a man, I'm treating you good. I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do as a man, paying the bills. And then you being, a lot of black men being stepdaddies. Being stepdaddies. They feeding their door, they feeding their kids. They buying their kids stuff. They protecting their kids, and they still get disrespect. So black men are sick of it. Our good brothers are tired of it. And this is why so many of them are coming out, calling out these black women on the internet, and black women are pissed off. That's why they're mad. And the women that are doing this, that's why they're so mad, because a majority of them are doing this. So they're upset. You don't love it. Then they try to shame you. This is what this is what black women do. It's crazy. These new age black. They try to shame you for calling them out and speaking the truth. They try to call you gay and you don't like women because you call them out on their behavior. You're supposed to be a sucker, a simp, and let them run their damn mouth. Let them disrespect you while using and abusing you. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. We tired of it. We're sick of it. For real, we tired. We ain't taking it no more. Not gonna be treating a woman good and you still gotta deal with disrespect. I'm not hanging around you. I'm gonna find me a woman more feminine if it's a woman of other culture, because women of other cultures are raised to be women. They're raised to be feminine. They're raised to love the men in their family. They love their brothers, their fathers. They're raised to cater to a man when he's in need, like when he needs, something to eat or cook for him. And, you know what I'm saying? Love on him and understand him as a man. They're raised to be like that, to love and comfort their men, not disrespect them, be abusive, and all this other stuff that they do. But this is what black men have to deal with. And black men are sick of it. So you're going to have passport bros. That movement is getting bigger. So many black men, you see, especially when black men get successful. Now I'm saying, look, let me tell you why. And this is another thing. Why black men, when they become successful, they don't want to deal with black women because while he's on his way to the top, she's disrespecting him and degrading him. She's trying to kill his dreams. So if I'm out here making power moves and you see stuff happening for me, but then you still want to degrade me and downplay me, why would I want to be with a woman like that? I'm not going to be with the whole time I rise to the top. You was degrading me and disrespecting me. Now when things really blow up, you see where I was going, but you were trying to pull me from that. And then when I finally get there, now you want me to be in a relationship. This is why a lot of black men flee from these women. Flee. And I believe God's judgment and wrath is going to come upon these new age black women. If you study in the Bible, God's wrath came upon these women. It came upon them. For real. I'm your boy Zillionaire. Sad, man. Sad. I'm out of here. This is what we got to deal with as black men. Good brothers, man, they suffer more than anybody. And then we supposed to sit there and no, we're not taking it no more. Straight up, man. This is why black women, they fail at relationships. They always end up lonely by themselves with nobody. All the time. Always end up by themselves and lonely. And then it's everybody else's fault but them. It's crazy. I'm out of here. Put your thoughts and comments.